I got invited to a road trip to Haiti, and this is how it went down. Now, Haiti's not a place you want to go to without knowing what you're getting into. One of the most dangerous countries in the world, rampant gang violence, presidential assassinations, endemic cholera, extreme poverty, high crime rate, corruption. I've done a bit of traveling, and I know that even though the situation might be bad, it's never as bad as what the fearmongers want you to believe. And every place has its own wonderful people, gripping stories, beautiful places that I don't want to miss. So of course I jumped at the chance. Well, today we're heading on a road trip to, of all places, Haiti. So come along, the interesting road trip. This is my friend Charles. Charles invited me on this journey. Now Charles is the CEO of Live Different, an NGO that does amazing work in the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Mexico, and Canada. He had invited me down to the Dominican to volunteer on a home build to see if it might fit as part of the corporate team and leadership development programs that I facilitate. So when the build was done, he invited me to join him on a trip to Haiti to see some of the work that they're doing there. Just to give you some context, this is the Dominican Republic and Haiti right here. This whole island is called Hispaniola. You can see it's right here in the middle of the Caribbean. So from Puerto Plata, we headed down here, then up this long valley that heads out to the coast here, and then down to Dajabon, which is the border crossing and our first hurdle. And after that, once we're in Haiti, no real idea. All bets are off. First step was to get out of town and onto the highway. Reached the town of Dajabon. It's the last town before we reach the border, or it is on the border of Haiti. We're gonna have a bite to eat here and then go through the border process. Hopefully it's not a long one today. This is the form we need to fill out to leave the Dominican Republic. So to check out of the Dominican Republic, we had to go through this gate into this kind of no man's land. This is the wicket we have to line up to leave. Franco, are you supporting the local economy?
Oh, definitely, I have to. There's no question about that.
So this is the building right here where we check out of the Dominican Republic. And then we go across this bridge here and then down to the immigration office in Haiti. And looking down off this bridge into the river gives us our first idea of how different Haiti is from the Dominican. The next step was crossing the bridge into Haiti. We could see people washing their clothes in this river filled with garbage and contamination. It was a bit of a preview of things to come. Okay, we're over the bridge and on Haitian territory. Next stop, Haitian immigration. Well, just came out of Haitian immigration. Now we got freedom of the land. And this is what Market Day in the border town looks like. Shortly after the border crossing, we pulled in to visit a family that Jennifer wanted to reconnect with and see how they're doing. Jennifer was one of the volunteers with us on our Haiti trip, and she had worked with the family when they were still in the Dominican. As nice as the visit was, we had to get on the road. We didn't want to get into Cap Haitian in the dark. The sun was already getting low on the horizon, and we still had a fair way to go. We arrived in the chaos of Cap Haitian just as night was beginning to fall. Charles was as focused as a rock climber doing a free solo.
It's a good spot.
Picking our way through the chaos, we finally got to our hotel in the dark of night.
So this morning we're walking up to the school to watch the flag raising that they do every morning at the beginning of the school day at 7:30 in the morning.
When we were hiking up the mountain was the first time I noticed something strange in the city below. It looked like a good chunk of it had been demolished. It wasn't until next day that I found out what really happened. But I'll get to that. Today we're visiting the school. Live Different and its donors raised the money to build this school and supports its continued operation. And the school was built with the help of local contractors and Live Different volunteers.
We're on the roof of the school right now and we're just doing all the rebar, tying all the rebar. We're going to pour a cement roof in the next few days.
And now the school has been in operation for over 10 years.
There's the kids coming up from the barrio below us. Here's the kitchen where they provide a nutrition program for the children so they get at least one good meal per day. Looks like Jennifer's already got a fan club. Well, they're about to sing the anthem and do the flag raising ceremony, and that little guy drew the short straw, I guess. He's up there getting the mechanism at the top of the flagpole going.
After our visit to the school, we walked up the mountainside to Freedom Village, which is another project that Live Different is working on.
Here we're up at the Freedom Village facility, which is separate from the school, further up the hill.
Transition home for young girls who are trafficked here in Haiti. The Freedom Village is the name of the place that we've given to it. We have 5 homes, and each home houses 6 girls with a house mom in this little community side here.
Each one has an outdoor kitchenette, eating area, living area as well, which is fairly common culturally here. And so the goal is that they have a family unit as much as possible, eat some of their meals on their own here, and probably 1 meal a day all together in the group cafeteria and stuff.
Freedom Village is a place where young girls who've been trafficked can find safety and solace, go to school just down the road, and rebuild their lives. Day 3, and another stunning day in Cap Haitian. And unfortunately, it was time to catch a ride back to the Dominican. This is Tony. He picked me up for the first leg of the journey. And for the first time, I got to see the historic city center in daylight. Think of a gorgeous colonial city center without all the tourists. Just people going about their daily business. It really is stunning. I gotta admit, the place really grew on me. And then you come across a burning trash pile right on the street. Kind of like a dumpster fire without the dumpster. Would I go back? Absolutely. I'd love to spend some more time there. It was at this point when we were crossing the bridge that I noticed the demolished neighborhood there on the other side of the bridge to the right. That's when Tony explained to me what actually happened there. So to set the stage, this is a map of Cap Haitian. You can see this is the old historical downtown here. There's the airport. And this is a main road coming into the city, and this is the other main road coming into the city right here. So during 2019 and in the days leading up to the fateful incident, a gang named Adjavit was occupying this area right here called Shada 2. And they were extorting people and raising all kinds of hell. And also, once evening fell, this road here was no longer safe to travel. So basically, this road was shut down So the access to the airport was shut down. There was a huge detour you had to do to come around this way here. Then on June 10, 2020, during a fight between them and another gang, they abducted a policeman named LaRousse and ended up killing him and leaving his bullet-riddled body here out on the road towards the airport. So let's switch over to satellite view here and zoom in to this neighborhood. And you can see it is completely flattened. So what happened? Well, it turns out the chief of police was not impressed and decided to solve the problem once and for all by literally demolishing the whole neighborhood. 700 homes. All enforced by the police. So that's how things go down in Haiti. A couple thousand people made homeless in a matter of a few days. Hardly any of them have gotten any compensation, from what I understand. And a lot of them are living in this shanty town on a nearby beach. But the road into Cap Haitian is safe to drive again. As usual, there's more than one side of the story. And some of the local NGOs that worked in that neighborhood claim that that original gang was in fact started in a way by an opposing political faction that gave these kids guns, and their instruction was basically to make the current government look bad by showing that they couldn't control things. Either way, in the end, it was the folks that lived in that neighborhood that suffered the worst consequences. As we continued on, Tony lightened the mood with a little bit of car karaoke.
Detroit City couldn't sing my song. If tomorrow...
And so ended my trip to Haiti. But there's one more thing. Hey, I'm going to jump in here because I got an update from Charles as I was editing this video. I recorded this video back in December 2021. And since then, Freedom Village has been completed, and it looks amazing. But the update from Charles was not the best news. Live Different lost a chunk of their funding from one of their significant donors that was no longer able to contribute the way they had before. And so the Freedom Village and the school actually is under some financial stress. And people are coming together, but there's still a funding shortfall. So unless that shortfall is made up, there's going to have to be some austerity measures. Things like maybe not providing lunches for the kids in the school, not being able to support as many girls that are being rescued from trafficking in Freedom Village. There's one poignant thing that happened actually when we were visiting the school. One of the kids during the little assembly at the start of the day fainted in line. And so they hauled him off to the infirmary. And what they figured out was that he hadn't eaten anything since Friday noon when he had his last lunch at school. So the kid had basically fainted from malnutrition. And so they gave him a good meal right away. And he recovered quickly. Yeah, so that's the thing they won't be able to provide if they don't make up for that funding shortfall. So right up here is a link where you can go to the Live Different website, learn a lot more about what they do. It's one of the better charitable organizations I've come across, and they're doing amazing work in Haiti and in lots of other places as well. So check out their website, learn all about them. Link will be in the description below as well. And it'd make a big difference. I think Cleo and Kiska and Winnie all think it would be a good idea as well. And if you want to make a big difference for my little channel, go ahead and hit that like button. And if this stuff turns your crank, go hit subscribe as well. And don't forget to hit notifications so that you don't miss anything that's coming up. YouTube thinks you might like this other video of mine. Go ahead and click it. See how wrong they are. And if you want to take a chance on my channel, click that other thing. That's the subscribe button. See you next time.